Let me start the segment by reminding everyone of something I said a while back. I issued a warning. If you spread disinformation about any of the cases, specifically the Bryon Macron case, I will highlight you. Feel free to argue with me about facts, about evidence, about timelines. That's fair game. That's healthy debate. But if you start pushing vague, misleading, or outright false narratives, then yes, I will shine a light on you, loudly. And that brings me to Renee Drake. Since I got involved in this case, she's been posting cryptic warnings and dramatic one-liners like skeletons will fall out, jaws will drop. There are reports you haven't seen. Here's the pattern. She never shows anything. No documents, no sources, no evidence, just suspense theater and a lot of ego. So I called it out. I asked her directly what reports she was referring to, and her response, an emoji, followed by a personal jab about my past conviction. Let me be clear, I've never hidden my past. In fact, the injustice I experienced is why this platform even exists. I've lived what it feels like to be misrepresented by a broken system. And instead of disappearing, I chose to build something from it. What I've created here, what Tentacle Nation has helped grow, is a space where we ask questions, challenge power, and shine a light on exactly the kind of behavior Renee represents. Because her comments aren't about truth. They're about distraction. They're not about justice. They're about discrediting the people pursuing it. And that jab about my record, that's not commentary. That's discrimination, wrapped in sarcasm. But discrimination all the same. Meanwhile, this platform, over 4,600 subscribers, over 238,000 views, and more than 12,500 watch hours in under a year. Not because I deal in gossip, but because I deal in facts, in receipts, in the stuff that Medina County Sheriff's Office hoped nobody would ever look at closely. And while we're on the topic of public accountability, let's not forget Michael Costello. He's out here on the same public platform demanding the entire Macron investigation be released. He wants transparency, loudly. But here's what he doesn't post about. He refused to cooperate on the Medina County Sheriff's Office on this very case on July 6, 2023. That's not opinion, that's a documented fact. We haven't covered that part of the timeline yet, but it's coming, and consider this your sneak peek. So to anyone out there, whether you're a troll, an insider, or a well-meaning but misinformed bystander, here's your reminder. This platform doesn't silence people, but we do hold them accountable. And if you come from the truth with nothing but attitude, misdirection, and smear tactics, you're going to end up exactly where Renee did. Highlighted, called out, and exposed. I didn't build the infamous chief for drama. I built it because the system failed me, and it's still failing people like Bryon Macron. And I will never stop holding that system and its defenders to the fire. Be loud, be heard, shake the system until the truth falls out.